What's up, guys and gals? My name is Splattercat, and we're here today at the Nerd Castle for another episode of State of Decay. Okay, we will check the map shortly.
What's up?
He says he knows he might not make. Oh, do we get to? Yeah, let's do it. Okay, so Alan is sick, in case you guys didn't know. So we're gonna say we can't take that risk, and we're gonna take him somewhere isolated and blast him in his dome. Let's grab some supplies, though. I don't like this rifle. It was a little too loud, although we suppressed it, didn't we? I think we suppressed it in the last episode. It's been a little while. You'll notice I'm gonna be a little bit out of touch here as we play through, because it's been a couple days since I played last. Got the 9mm there, the G26, the snubby. How much ammo do we have? Let me have a look here. Of varying types. Got a lot of 40, 44, and 45, however, 9mm is pretty forthcoming, as is 22 caliber, so they actually have a lot of ammunition. Let's go ahead and we're going to stow some of these guns, and we'll grab, let's see, I think I'll take the 22. If you're going to be really evaluating the effectiveness of your weapon, the nature of the weapon should be like, how quiet is it, versus how much do you have to suppress it. Now, when you're carrying a small caliber firearm, it does get you into a little bit of trouble when, like, the big bastards show up or whatever, but really, you can just kind of run them over with a car anyways and not have to worry about it. Let's take Alan somewhere isolated. We're taking the dog out back. Let's go. We're going to kill him in a house, really? Alright, I'm going to go through the window then. That glass seems like it probably would have done a lot of damage. Who knows? Alan? Where are you, Alan? I think he's caught on. He's figured it out. He knows what's about to happen. He's not coming. He's given up. He's gonna kneel down right inside the door, man. Have some class. You gotta at least come back here into the kitchen. Come on now, because everybody knows your planned killings always have to take place in the kitchen. That's just like a rule of life, right? That's in the handbook. Oh, and goodbye, Alan. And there's brain matter everywhere, and you are now dead. Alan is dead. It just declares it at the top right. That seems so anticlimactic. Alan is dead. Okay, so let's have a look at our events log now that that's been handled, because I simply cannot turn down an opportunity to blast Alan. Let's have a look and see what's on the agenda for today. So since we last played, when was the last time I played? Let me have a look here. The last time I played was on the 11th. God, you guys can just keep track of how lazy I've been now that they put a date on everything. So we killed him. We've got stockpile maximum exceeded. Okay. What do we have here? We don't have a lot of food left over. We've got a reasonable amount of medication. Ammunition's doing perfectly fine. We are gaining construction supplies, which is a little weird. I don't remember setting up that many bases. Let me have a look and make sure. Oh, okay. That's fine. We've got 2 bunking areas. I'd be bummed out if I had to be in the outdoor bunking area. I would be completely and totally bummed out. I'd be like, so do we draw straws on this, or play cards, or like, how do we decide who's going in the outdoor area? Let's have a look at, finally, we're going to take a look at the map, and let's figure out if there's anything for us to do. We have Eyes in the Sky, which was bugged the last time I played around with it. Seek and Destroy. Anything going on up here in the north? No. A zombie infestation over there. It says we have a missing survivor. At least it did when I first started out. So we've got a request to make some noise. Civic duty, seek and destroy. You know what? In the last episode, I think we turned down civic duty, so let's go do that right now. I think civic duty is probably a good thing to get out of the way nice and early. I'm not going to repeat the joke. I love that joke, though. The moment I told that joke, like in episode, 3 or 4 episodes ago, about making a duty in a civic, I was just like, I was so happy with myself. Probably way more so than I should have been. It's not that clever. In fact, it's not really clever at all, but for whatever reason, I walked around like all day just like, duty in a Civic, I made a duty in a Civic. Getting all excited about it, blasting zombies like crazy. I'm actually really, really stoked to be back in and playing this game. I feel like I don't get to play it enough. Just based on the way that like recording LPs work, I always get sick in the winter, and I want to let you guys into my mind. Hopefully looking into the storm of madness doesn't drive you all crazy, because frankly living here myself has made me a little bit batty, but what I will say, if you wanted to take a peek into my mind for just a moment.
How long has it been since you ate? I don't know. What day is it today? Jesus, this is getting ridiculous. I bet Judge Lawton's not going hungry. I'm cool with that. Guess that's one of the perks of having all the guys with guns working for you. I'm telling you, if it wasn't for my girls, I think I'd take my chances on my own. Please tell me you're joking. At least then I'd be able to keep the food I found.
Did you guys notice that? I mean, I was just going to point out, don't be too excited to see me. She was eating food while they were talking about starving. She was eating herself a little bit of Ben & Jerry's over there or something. And that first, was that a fat joke, really? Are we taking shots? You can look at her and you can clearly tell she's been eating. She's not skinny like everybody else around here. Everybody else is like meat and potatoes, like barely making it. These dudes all eating. See, she's paying the guys with the guns. She's doing the smart thing. She's pulling a North Korea. You pay and you feed the guys with guns, and then everybody else, Let's jump into civic duty. But anyways, as I was saying, if you take a brief look into my mind, I always get sick, like near the end of the year, November, December, because everybody, if you're in college, like everybody gets sick those 2 months, and I lose my voice every single year, and I'm not going to be able to record. So I've been trying to like backstock tons of episodes so that when that happens, you guys don't have to go without.
Feel like lending a hand?
I'm on it.
Hope you're geared up. We've got a few infestations to deal with.
Let's do it. Get off down the hall here, and I was going to see if I could bail out a window, but I feel like I might injure myself moderately. Not seriously, but moderately if I do it. God, every single guard in here is just eating like at the same time while everybody else is starving. God. That was pretty amazing, though. The stuff, I was talking to somebody the other day, and like, every time I play this game, some weird circumstance happens. Like the people over here talking about starving while the guards and Lawton, they're eating in the corner, just standing there just like, you guys are starving. Sucks to be you guys. The zombies also run kind of derpy. I think we can justify it on behalf of, like, you lose hand-eye coordination once you get all infected out. Hey, don't try and take my kill. Oh, we're bringing another guy with us, too. Okay. That makes me feel even better. We can actually, like, take down a feral or something right now if we need to. Where are we going? Point it out. Let's see here. The first one is going to be at the end on our right. So let's go ahead and handle some infestations.
Like this.
Wait, what?
The town. Yeah. It's been a rough time for a while now. But it used to be a damn fine place to live. Raise a family.
Whatever you say.
Of course, my wife didn't agree, but never you mind.
Go on.
Well, she married a machinist. Didn't like it when I became a cop instead. She finally had enough a few years back. Took our son to live in the city. Said it would be a more enriching environment for him.
I'm sorry.
Not your fault. I just hope things there aren't as bad as they are here.
That should do it.
Let's do this.
Alright, let's take care of him. My old man was a machinist for a while. It's not a good job to be in with the way the economy is, though. Machinists and, like, concrete workers, not working at all. It's very, very unfortunate. I feel for those people. Not a lot of construction to go around anymore. At least not in the States. Maybe they're building other places, but where I'm at, nobody's building anything right now. Now, we do have a couple of specials we have to deal with. God, I'm just sweeping through there, cleaving like crazy. They can handle him. Let me have a look around. Where are some of these specials at? Okay, so there's a screamer right there. And we'll give her a drop stomp really quickly. Hey, heavy weapons level 7. That means we get to pick a couple things. We're outside his range, and I think the other one's a screamer too, but we gotta find him. Always look out and get the ones that are screamers. Let's see here. Where's this dude at? Zombie? Are you in the lobby? He's being patient. He's waiting in line. No, sir. God, what a racket. This location's looking like it's fairly tapped out. We'll jump back in our cab and we're going to head to the next spot.
You should have seen Marshall in the first couple of days. Seemed like half the town was already dead or dying. The other half was trying to cram into the courthouse for protection. Mayor Carson had got himself shot trying to cross the bridges. The city council was locked in a conference room and refused to come out. The police station was overrun. Judge Lawton stepped up. Got us all organized, kept people from each other's throats. So maybe she's not technically the law of the land. Damn sure we'd all be dead without her. Of course, some folks can never see how good they got it until...
Mayday, mayday! Is anyone reading? We're trapped. Lots of zombies outside, and we're out of ammo. Don't know how long we can hold out.
Sit tight. Help's on the way. Come on. We can deal with the rest of these infestations later. We gotta help those people first.
We're on our way backwards. We're heading back, literally. I don't like this car. It doesn't drift quite as well. Like with the... I don't know if it's like a Mustang or like a Charger or like a Challenger. You can actually, like, if you go backwards and then you whip the stick real hard, it'll actually flip around for you, and it's pretty sweet. For those quick turnarounds. Get off my hood. Car's beat up enough already without you guys helping. Oh my god, there are a lot of dudes out here. Maybe use the vehicle to handle them all, although the vehicle's looking a little smoky right now. It's definitely looking less than healthy. As far as car health goes, I mean, I don't proclaim to be a doctor of cars, but, or you know, an auto shop worker, as they're colloquially known. Car doctor, god. Never mind. The cars blow up eventually, which is pretty sweet. I actually flipped one and it blew up. I'm not gonna waste a bullet. I'm just gonna take this guy out with a hoe. My hoe's violent. You know how we do. God. And cardio level 5. I think we're going to get another ability from that one too. Marcus is like by far and away our best candidate whenever we need something like important done. Did he just take the legs off that guy? That was amazing. Do it again. Yeah, I'm going to do that all the time now. That's going to be happening like on a daily basis. Now that I know I can chop the legs off things with a hoe. And off with their legs. There are so many zombies in this neighborhood, but then again, they did call for a mayday, so I suppose that makes sense. I can't gripe about it too much. Am I fully locked and loaded? Let me over your curb! Your manly curb of foot stoppage. I can make it.
Hello?
Saved me. Thanks. We owe you big time.
Don't you worry about it. We're happy to help. Yeah, I think we'll call it a day there. The rest of those infestations can wait a while. I appreciate the help, though.
I don't have enough space for this.
So are they like out of here now, or do I need to... Oh good, I don't need to escort them. That's even better! Escorting people. Being a kind and concerned citizen. That's overrated in the zombie apocalypse. Everybody knows, like with DayZ, society just folds. It's like a sociopath generator. Sociopath simulator. 2000 and whatever year it is. 13! I can count. I know what year it is. I know my digits. I got 5 on each finger and a will to learn. Let's get on out of here. I think we just picked up a noisemaker, and we've actually got a mission to create a diversion way over there, so we're going to go ahead and do that.
Roger that.
See if maybe that helps somebody out in the larger scheme of the playthrough. Let's see if I can make this. Am I going to make it? Oh, I barely did. I kind of scratched up the side of my car. My yellow paint. My amazing... I should probably clear out that infestation right next to our home, too. I'll give it a minute, but once we get back, I'll probably handle that. Having those infestations next door tends to be really, really dangerous, and I'll explain why. It's because when your scavengers go out while you're not playing the game, those infestations tend to, like, chase them, and then they drag them back to the house, and it can just cause just mayhem, all kinds of issues. I think I should probably have a getaway vehicle handling, like, very close at hand for this. And if not close at hand, at least within, like, eye shot or eye range. If I have to keep it associated with a bit of my anatomy, I will. I will rub myself all over that vehicle. Let's see here. I've got flares. Or is it indoors that they want the distraction? That is just way too entertaining. Well, that didn't work. Suppose the flare didn't help either. Okay, so let's go get some... I'm gonna go get some fireworks and then we'll complete this one. The fireworks seem to, like, accomplish it instantly. I suppose I didn't bring the proper equipment here. I was almost there, though. Oh, the fact that it's indoors, I almost whipped out right there. The fact that it's indoors makes this a little bit more difficult, but we're still on the main thoroughfare, so this shouldn't be too long of a resupply. This should be reasonably quick. I'm going to handle this infestation while we're sitting right here, too. What's in here? Just a screamer. Okay. If you hit these doors hard enough, it actually takes out the guys that are behind them like that right there. Wasting ammo right now, but it's actually to level up my shooting, just so you guys know. I want Marcus to just be like our ultimate commando. What's the name of that movie back in the day? Where it's from the 80s, or like the early 90s maybe. And it had, who did that have in it? God, I can't remember the name of the movie now. Like Universal Soldier or something like that. That's what we want Marcus to be. We want him to just be like our crazy killing machine that we send in when all other hope is lost. There's nothing left in here aside from a few minor threats, so we'll handle that legless wonder right there. And the house appears to be safe. I'm not going to scavenge this right now. There's no point. That's not really the goal at the moment. We've got limited time for these episodes. So I'd like to get at least a couple of these objectives done before we throw in the towel for the day. Let's see here. Fireworks. We'll drop off some of this tussin and stuff too, so that everybody can do all the drugs. God. Do all the drugs, it's our only hope left. Let's see here. Explosives? There they are. Bring a couple of those along and then we'll get back in there. We'll cause the distraction and we'll see what we have time left for. I think evening is coming down on us right now, which makes our lives a little bit more difficult. Functioning at night is definitely a slightly larger challenge than making it during the daytime. I do wish that some of the characters had like night sight or something, for example, and I realize that's unrealistic, like nobody sees better at night than anybody else, but I feel like this game has struck a nice balance with being able to see at night. One of the things that bugs me about some games is it's like pitch black, and I spend loads of time out like camping in the middle of nowhere, like 60 miles from the nearest town with no light pollution, and honestly it's not that dark at night. You can see fairly well without too many problems. I don't know what my plan should be here. Like maybe throw something inside and then run away like crazy. Let's figure it out. Maybe I should scavenge the stuff in here too before I do anything stupid. We've got construction materials. I think are we maxed out on materials right now? I don't know why I keep going to that menu whenever I ask. -10 daily, but we're doing pretty well on them right now. This might be a decent time to actually build. Let's use some of those up. We will fix up. Did we already fix this up? No. Okay. Well, can I make that better? I can make it into a bunkhouse. What does that cost me? We need a workshop to make that happen. Okay. Let's do a workshop, I guess. And a garden. Oh, we can't do a workshop here, it looks like. Oh, there it is. We're kind of stuck on what we can actually build for now. We need better options, unfortunately. How's our food looking? -5 a day. We're going to probably have to grow, I think. So maybe in the next episode or two we'll start growing a little bit more. Growing with anticipation of our new home. Grabbing a few new survivors. Tumescent and so forth. That's right. Words! Words are so much fun. I'm going to make... Let's just make a garden, and then we'll also make a workshop for now. And that's going to free up a little bit of our construction materials. There's nothing in there. There's one right here. I'm gonna bring this back with me.
We'll be ready.
We'll throw those out. Appears to have worked okay, but I killed just everything about it. Like, I killed just about everything in this area, not to get too tongue-tied. So I don't think there's going to be too many visitors popping in to say hello. There's one right there, and if I can sneak my way around the back, that's exactly what I will do. Special skill for sneaking around the back, especially in a crowd.
Attention civilians. Remain in your homes with the doors locked and the windows secured. If you do not comply with these instructions, the Army will not take responsibility for you being chewed on by death. Thank you, and by America.
I like the overall sarcasm of the military during this whole thing. Definitely. Every time Eric Tan says something, it makes me sort of giggle. You've always got to have that person that just does not like...
How's it going?
Oh, Ed's terrified.
I'm almost there.
Let's go talk to Eddie Boy.
Hey, Doc.
Howdy, Miss Lily. How you feeling today?
Not too bad.
Any joint pain, fatigue?
No more than usual. I usually just lay down for a little while until it passes.
What about lesions? You developed any lesions?
Ew, no.
Well, that's good. Here, manage to scrounge you some immunosuppressants. Should moderate the worst of your symptoms.
Thanks, Doc.
Just notice this picture back here is of Cthulhu fighting a boat. And I'm kind of wondering why this doesn't exist in my house. I need more Cthulhu-themed art, I think. That might actually, like, upraise my life a bit further.
There you go. Don't say I never gave you nothing.
You never gave me nothing. Ha! You don't control me. I live outside the system. We could go out with the 22 Uzi, but I've noticed this disgusting trend on my own part that, like, I waste ammunition to just revolting extents when I have anything automatic. So I think it's probably not in our best interest for me to carry that around with me. Other stuff we might need... Where's Eddie at here? Mickey needs something, but we'll probably have to handle that later on. Who is this? Okay, that's Jacob. Ed's not in the bathtub or making a binky. Where the hell is Ed? Maybe he's outside. Maybe he got the short straw and he's got to sleep outdoors. I would be so worried a zombie would be about to come up over that fence like every 2 seconds. No, there's Julie. Where is Edward? Edvard? Oh, he's up on the guard tower right there. Okay, let's go talk to Edward and see if we can help him out.
What's up?
Oh, that's not what I wanted. Hold on. Swap back. On a plus note, if you need the game to save, it always saves.
Yo, yo, yo.
Oh, never mind. I guess he's just depressed. He's not actually, like, interested in being helped. He just wants to be depressed. Habitually unhappy. And without a single antidepressant in sight. Maybe, let's see if maybe I can sneak something in the next couple minutes, although there's not a whole lot going on. We got a little bit of time left until all of our workshops are set up. We have somebody over here that needs help with a bloater. Eyes in the sky is bugged. We're not going to do that one. Well then, not a whole lot of objectives like hanging out around us. I guess what we can do, let's scavenge the house next door. Why not? We'll scavenge the house next door, and once we've got that taken care of, we'll break off the episode. The next episode, I think we're going to scavenge in the north and help Mickey out, just to make sure we keep ourselves moving straight forward instead of straight backwards. I don't know. Let's check this bureau or this work desk. Ooh, some 22. I will definitely take it. We got our hands on some more Tussin, some Modafinil. I don't know what that is. Looks like it's some kind of upper. Then we'll grab the remainder here. Nothing in that room. Nice and clear. Check all of our gray dots to make sure we've got everything located. It's gonna be one of those weird houses with like a glowing briefcase.
No Zeds here.
I never see those briefcases ever. Got some jars, cans, and boxes. We do need some food.
Run this home.
Roger that. We'll be waiting.
I'm gonna grab the tomahawk. Ooh, we are making friends. But I've got a weapon that sweeps like crazy. Sweeping like a broom up in here. These zombies don't mean anything to me. They are a Friday night fling at best. Alright, so we'll run this food on back in, and I suppose I'll cut this one
We'll crack open
a wee bit short. Usually I'm about 25 minutes just to make sure that everything fits where it's supposed to on the rendering drive. But we are a little low on food, so it's not going to hurt to run back both of these food boxes.
Found this while I was out.
What you got?
Oh, you know, stuff.
I think I left some other stuff in there too, so maybe I should stop here for just a moment. Drop off the remainder of these goodies. Oh, let's do our abilities actually. That's what I forgot about. So he's actually leveling up quite nicely to be really kind of the leader of our group. He's got something going for him in every respect. I didn't do double kill yet. We do have sweep, but we got a special technique. Now, the special techniques are kind of unique in that they require you to be completely leveled up in other aspects of yourself, with the exception of rage, which gives you stamina back when you kill enemies. And this is a very, very good ability, and I would recommend pretty heavily doing it.
As a reminder to all citizens of Marshall, until the current crisis is over, possession of firearms by civilians has been declared unlawful. Any civilians currently in possession of firearms have a 2-day grace period to surrender them to the sheriff or one of his duly appointed deputies.
Like hell we do. It's gonna be ride or die time if you come in here and try and take our guns. We got like an entire posse here just ready to roll at a moment's notice. We can light this candle, just nasty style. Anyways, we have Marathon, which allows you to sprint further. We have Combat Endurance, which lowers the rate at which you lose stamina. We've got Ninja, which removes the locked doors and makes searching silent. And you move faster while sneaking. And we've also got Rage. You get the stamina back, you regenerate when you kill stuff. And finally, Focus Aim. Focus Aim is kind of like a bullet time type deal. I don't like it. I'm just going to take Rage because, frankly, the only time I ever run out of any of my stamina is when I'm fighting tons of enemies, so getting that nice little bit of regeneration every time we slap one down seems like it would keep us strong and bucking for the foreseeable future. Let me go grab this other food while we go over here, and I'm going to do my closing spiel now. My name is Splattercat. Thank you for joining me here in the Nerd Castle for another fun-filled episode of State of Decay. I'm having a blast playing this game, and I hope you're having a blast watching it. Feel free to check out the Facebook page. It is listed on the channel details, and I try not to link it too much because I know people have like a big pet peeve about plugging like related social media when it comes to YouTube channels. But like if anything goes wrong, like for example, I end up getting sick or anything,
I'm loaded up. See you back at base.
Roger that.
I almost 100% of the time post like what's going on in my personal life on that, so that like people that are up on the Facebook page are almost always in the know before everybody else. Plus I post like funny stuff that I see on a daily basis over there. We have a little bit of fun. It's honestly one of the best ways to get a hold of me too, since I'm on Facebook all the time through my phone because I'm a giant social media nerd. Yep, I'm one of those people, but I'll see you guys next time, and take care out there, everybody.